Whew. Hey, y'all. I know, and I won't be posting nothing back over there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah. Whatever we got on TT, the clock app, is going to be on the clock app. People too trusting. I won't be doing it. I went and looked up some information on the World Health Organization. I said, yeah, there's something up with that. I don't, it came back way too fast. You feel me? That's why I was like, nah, mm-mm. Hey, hey, uh-uh. I'm going to go over there and get my information. But y'all don't think that it's a coincidence that they did that, one, right before tomorrow, and then two, 4 months before that whole real ID thing come up. Yeah, I'm not messing with it. I'll be over there getting my information, but baby, no. Mm-mm. I said, my cousin, she was like, it's back up. I said, and they took it off the app store. Because one of my babies deleted it. She was like, I can't get it because it ain't on the app store no more. I said, yeah, nah. Mm-mm. So, we're going to have a class over here first. And then we're going to go to fan base. Or we can do it on fan base too. I haven't really decided. But I want to do a class with y'all. And I want to see what y'all think about it. Because as soon as this happened, it made me think about a couple of things. And so I probably will be over there to get information, but I won't be posting none of my stuff over there. That's too, it's too, it's just like, it's a mix of Instagram and TikTok. It's a mix. It's a mix of Instagram. I'm still learning too, but listen. I don't trust it. I do not trust it. Yeah, we have fan base. Yeah, Miss Carol. Okay, so you got me? You got me, Carol? That's you know what? Y'all know what was going around on TikTok when they was talking about bread and entertainment? They turned TikTok off and they turned it back on too quickly. Cause then you don't have to tell nobody it's an update on it. Cause it's not an update. It's the new TikTok. You hear me? You don't gotta. Yeah, Chandra. It just it's not right. And trying to make it like look like uh-huh. But remember, uh, recently going around on TikTok, exactly to bring his morale up. But think about it. The playbook is here. Remember the playbook we talked about? I think he wants to be looked at as the one that say TikTok on his first day tomorrow. Right. Well, we're not gonna type it out. We just gonna let it. We just gonna know. But if you look at the playbook, this is exactly what old boy did a while ago. It's the same playbook as them people over there. You remember them people over there? It's the same playbook. He got the country super excited about change and this, that, and the other. And whole time it was about to be something else. Yeah. That's no. But it also goes into what our class is going to be about today. And so you guys just get to look up some stuff, because when this happened right now, God told come in here and get this book. And I'm like, for what? Everything makes sense. You call shenanigans too. Okay, so we on it then. Because I'm about to show y'all something. I had to go get my abnormal psychology book out. And I ain't been in that book in a few years, honey. But I took some pictures that I wanted to read off to y'all. And yeah, I want to see what y'all think about some of this I was just looking at. Y'all open? Ooh, excuse me. Baby, people think TikTok is God. TikTok is God. It is not. And whatever Trump is doing is whatever, because God is bigger than it all, right? Thank you. Ooh. Me and my youngest kid, every time we sneeze, it's like 4 of them. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So. Ooh. Books, y'all. Tell you. It's these dang books. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I think we're done. I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. Every time I come in here, it never fails. So I'm going to start keeping me some tissue. Hold on. Whew. Ooh. Shoot. Okay. Hopefully I'll be fine. I need the dust in here. I know that's what it is. There's so much dust in here. It don't make no sense. I gotta get me a new duster. Okay. Y'all ready for some homework? So y'all can see if y'all see what I see. Do you see what I see? Y'all want to play Do You See What I See? Do y'all? Shut it down, change some stuff, and make it $25 billion. I gotta get my paper right. Come on. Come on. You said Mark Zuckerberg just bought TikTok. I wouldn't put it past him. And we all know who he works for, which all makes sense because the owls. Uh-huh. Y'all ready for some homework? Y'all want to play a game called Do You See What I See? Y'all want to play or no? I ain't going to talk about this on fan base because I don't know how they work just yet. I'm starting to see the blueprint printed out. Okay, good job. First word I want you to look up is dopamine. Wouldn't they make a Facebook of Monopoly if they don't? They already are. X has X everything, which is TikTok and all of that. But we on to something else. Come on. What's the definition of dopamine, and tell me what it does? Tell me what happens when the levels decrease. Tell me. Please. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter made in your brain. It plays a role as a reward center and in many body functions, including memory, movement, motivation, mood, attention, and more. Dopamine acts on areas of the brain to give you feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. It gives you the happy feeling. Good job. Y'all paying attention? I hope y'all screenshotting this because let me cook. We going somewhere. Give the feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. A chemical messenger in the brain that affects mood, movement, and motivation. Okay. So when you watch TikTok, if your mood is bad and you go to a content creator that you like that makes you laugh, makes you cry happy tears, teaches you something new, it motivates you to either get up and do something or you feel better. Yes or no? Once you start to feel better, you will continually go back to that same thing to feel better, right? How many of you have told me, Circa, I could be having a bad day, I come into class, and before I know it, I feel better, my day is better, I learned something, blah, blah, blah. So on your bad days, you either go watch a rewatch, or you get online to see if we online. And even if it's not us, if you got somebody else that you follow, you go there to make you laugh or whatever it is, right? If you can't sleep, you go there, right? Right. It can change your mood either for good or bad. It's a mood changing situation. You said a hormone dopamine is released in your bloodstream. It plays a small role in the fight or flight syndrome, the fight or flight response. Okay. Is your to stress. Okay, good job. Here we go. Tell me what an endorphin is. What is an endorphin and what do they do? Endorphins are hormones that are released in the body to relieve pain and improve the mood. They are also known as feel-good chemicals. Okay. So when you get on TikTok, do you ever feel like your stress is relieved and your mood is better? You can escape from reality for a moment. Good job. Endorphins are hormones that are released when your body feels pain or stress. Okay. That's typically all of social media. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We're going somewhere. All right. Can I read something to y'all? You say any group of hormones secreted within the brain and nervous system and having a number of physiological functions. They are peptides, which activate the body's opiate receptors, causing good feelings, right? Roughly. TikTok is back on. An analgesic effect. Okay. Can I read something to y'all now? Now, I'm going to replace a word in here with something else. One word. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm going to replace, y'all know how I do that. Like, instead of saying whatever. Okay? Y'all ready? It says many have regarded the physiological changes in the body affected by social media as the most important factor in social media addiction. Because the physiology of the body has been changed by social media. It reacts when the substance to which it has become accustomed is no longer administered. To avoid to avoid withdrawal reactions, the addict continues going to social media. Physiological alterations are, in turn, viewed as having been established through accident or curiosity. A person may use social media by chance or because he or she wants to experience its effects. With enough repetition, how much is not known. The person is ensnared by changes in the bodily chemistry and the concomitant, severity of withdrawal reactions. The addict is regarded as an unwitting victim of physiological reactions, continuing to use social media to ward off the distress of withdrawal. Y'all know what I was really reading about? Take a guess. You'll never believe it. All I did was replace social media with rugs. Tell me that's not what people is going through right now. And it's because for hours a day, their brain has released that feel good chemical every single time they get on social. Now, hold on. Now, we about to go back because I want to show you something. We ain't done yet. Here we go. While social media can seem like mindless and relaxing fun, it actually has a significant effect on your brain. Whenever you log on to your favorite apps, dopamine signals in your brain increase. These neurotransmitters are associated with pleasure. When you experience more dopamine after using social media, your brain identifies this activity as a rewarding one that you ought to repeat. Such a reaction may be more felt whenever you make a post of your own and gain positive feedback. The positive feelings experienced during social media use are only temporary. The way your brain engages in this positive reinforcement is also seen in other addictions. Thus, as the feel good dopamine wears off, you'll go back to the source, in this case, social media, for more. In some cases, social media can be a welcome distraction if you're isolated due to work or illness. The more you engage, the more your brain will tell you that this is an activity that can help reduce loneliness, which may not necessarily be the case. Here we go. Y'all, do you see what I see? Now, one of these is from like 1987, and one of them is right now. Y'all see it or no? Okay. It says whether you use social media to connect with friends and loved ones, watch videos, or simply kill time, the popularity of this pastime has increased significantly over the last decade. This is especially the case in children and teenagers, as well as young to middle aged adults. So how does a seemingly harmless hobby turn into an addiction? Like other types of behavioral addictions, using social media can influence your brain in harmful ways. You may use social media compulsively and excessively. You can become so accustomed to scrolling through posts and images and videos that it interferes with the other areas of your life. Some experts estimate that up to 10% of people in the United States have social media addiction. However, due to how common social media is in general use, the number of those who have social media addiction may be higher. What y'all think about that? Do y'all agree that people was crashing out yesterday? Acting like the world was ending. Okay, can I read something else to y'all real quick? Y'all open to me reading something else to y'all? It says the history of research on whether biochemicals figure in schizophrenia has been one of discovery followed by failures to replicate. Many methodological problems plague this research, and many compounds unrelated to whether or not a subject is schizophrenic can produce biochemical differences. Thus, we must maintain a cautious attitude toward the excess dopamine activity theory. Furthermore, studies on biochemicals can indicate only that a particular substance and its physiological process are associated with schizophrenia. Dopamine activity might become excessive after rather than before the onset of the disorder. So, social media can actually cause schizophrenia because of the amount of excessive dopamine that social media gives you. And people start to crash out if they cannot get online, if they lose followers, whatever else it is. They start to act crazy. Some people was really losing it. Y'all seen my daughter last night? Do y'all feel like people get on social media and do a lot for a little bit of attention? They start to do more careless things or crazier things that are more dangerous to get the same feeling. Yeah? Okay. It says Meltzer, Sakar, and France, 1974, have also indirectly evaluated the excess dopamine activity hypothesis by examining levels of the hormone prolactin. The dopaminergic system controls to some extent the release of prolactin inhibiting factor. Mm. and thus prolactin levels in the blood serum. If schizophrenics have excessive dopamine transmission, more inhibiting factors should be released, and blood serum should contain less prolactin. Serum prolactin of 30 newly admitted drug-free patients was compared to that of the sample of normal controls, and no differences were found. The theory of excess dopamine transmission, is not strongly refuted by the evidence collected in the studies of MAO. So basically, they saying that the dopamine, in a way, like there's no physical, it's physical changes, but it's not physical changes. Does that make sense? Even though it creates an addictive, like it's not like a physical change, but it is a chemical change. Does that make sense? Right? But it inhibits certain things in your body so that she attacked me while I was driving on the highway because I was going to take her tablet. Did she know she could have unalived both of y'all? You said sounds like a Bruce Willis movie, The Surrogates. Okay. So, reading this, because after seeing how these people crashed out, when I got up this morning, I was like, people was really losing their minds. And then I came over here, it's all chemical imbalance. Exactly. Yeah, it's back up. 2, we ain't gonna get all the way through here because there's some other stuff that I wanted to read to y'all. But, wait a minute. Okay, this is the other one. Here we go. How do I turn this? There we go. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all want to hear this last little bit or what? Because it's very interesting. Although Seligman's learned helplessness theory, listen to this, learned helplessness theory is a widely held conception of depression. As yet no specific program of therapy based on this view has been developed. Seligman did undertake to cure his helpless dogs, but it proved difficult. Removing the partition in the shuttle box did not encourage the animals to move, nor did supplying food on the side of the safe floor, with the safe floor. When the buzzer or light came on, signaling that a painful shock was forthcoming, they still cowered in the corner on the unsafe side and then passively absorbed shock. Finally, the dogs were leashed and dragged to the other side when the buzzer or light came on. Some dogs started moving on their own after 25 drags, others only after 200. They had to be forced to experience success in avoiding shock before they were able to move on their own. The growing research literature on learned helplessness has sensitized therapists in a general way to the need that many depressed people have to achieve a sense of confidence and of control over events in their own lives, and indeed to need that all human beings have to believe that they command their own destinies. So, this man did an exercise where he had a shock box for these dogs. And the first couple of times they went across this threshold of this box, a light came on and they got shocked. So he turned the shocker thing off and just Let it make the sound and the light. And even if they put food on the outside of that box, they wouldn't move. They would cower in the corner and not go nowhere. Because they thought they was going to get shot. So after that, they had to pull them. Some took 25 times for them to see that they wasn't going to get shot, for them to go on and go get the food or go on and go get the water. The other ones took 200 times of being dragged away from something that they thought they knew, so they wouldn't move. Sound familiar? Do it sound familiar? What am I going to do without TikTok? Oh my God, it's my whole life. What am I going to do? Which means they will do anything to keep it. Because they have become chemically dependent on it. The reconditioning of the mind and muscle memory. Come on. So if they did put an update, right? Seeing as how they be in, I went and looked. It was September 24th when the WHO reported, when the Owls reported that they were going to do a collaboration with TikTok. September of 2024. They let us know about it in like November or December of 2024. They did an article about it on their website, September 2024. We didn't start hearing about it until almost the end of the year, correct? Well, technically, excuse me, they started working with them in because it's 2025. Yep, January 2020 or January 2024 is about the time we start hearing about it, between December and January of 2024. No, excuse me. Yeah. January 2023, December 2024 is when January of 2024 is when we started hearing about it. But in September, they put out to let the world know on their website, but we had already heard about it and knew about it in January of 2024 or the end of December 2023. Well, they didn't put it on their website till the 24th. But think about it. When they told us about it last year is around the time that it crashed this year. And if you go to their website and you look up what they said, they are partnering so that they can get rid of disinformation and to put the real health, so that people can live a healthier life and get the correct information, right? What's been happening with TikTok for the last year? Because when we first got on, we could post whatever we really wanted to, and it wasn't a big deal. Now, if we post real things that are happening, what happens to that information? Just in the last probably year and 2 months or so. Ever since then, it's been censored. Soon as they got in that thing with WHO, we couldn't post certain stuff. We couldn't say certain stuff. People was getting warnings, and they were just posting what was really happening. If it gets taken down or blocked, yep. If I disappear and come back, it's not me. It's in my Kanye voice. It's how I feel. Okay. So, last thing. Y'all ready? Y'all want this? We talked about this in the beginning of TikTok, and we're going to talk about it right now. Y'all want to talk about it? It's real quick. Yeah. Y'all want to hear this? We talked about it before, but I want to show y'all something else. Okay. In Ivan Pavlov's experiments, meat powder was an unconditioned stimulus, a UCS, that caused dogs to salivate, an unconditioned response, UCR. Pavlov used meat powder to study how organisms learn to associate stimuli with responses, and a process known as classical conditioning. A stimulus that automatically causes a response. In Pavlov's experiments, the meat powder was the unconditioned stimulus because it naturally caused the dogs to salivate. The unconditioned response was the automatic response to an unconditional stimulus. In Pavlov's experiments, the dog's salivation was the unconditioned response. The learned response to a conditional stimulus. For example, after many pairings of the bell, which is our notifications, and the meat powder, which is our stimuli here, the dogs would salivate when they heard the bell alone. Pavlov's experiments led to the discovery of classical conditioning, which is a learning process that involves associating stimuli with responses. So, when you see my live pop up, or if a notification comes across that says CERCA is live, CERCA posted a new video, we learned about all this in my psychology class. Yes, ma'am. This is where it is. So understand that the people that make up these apps get with psychologists to know how to keep you addicted and how to keep you so. Soon as your phone ding or ping, you go to pick it up. It's just like the meat powder. But also, in the other, you said, I got excited. Listen. And then also on the other side of that is the other doctor got the dogs so scared to do anything else, right? Because they thought that this was going to happen again, to where they wouldn't even try to leave out of the situation that they were in. People say, I don't want to go to nothing else. I just want to be on TikTok. I'm deleting all my other social media if I can't be on TikTok. If I can't stay right where I am, I don't want to go anywhere. Do you think that that is just? So even if there are other things that are going on, they're not going to leave it. So the same experiment works both ways. So from now on, and this might not make people happy, I am going to be on TikTok to post other people's stuff, but I will be going live on Fanbase. It is mind blowing. I'll be going live on Fanbase. Got to learn something new. Got to switch it up. Because the fact that they let that come back, they let people go through all of that mental stress, emotional stress, worried about how they was going to get money, worried. It's literally that shock thing. And so now everybody is going to, what do you call it? They're going to comply with whatever because they don't want it to go away. I will be on YouTube as well. Yes, Pumpkin. I'm just saying, like, I'm still going to post. Like, I'm still going to be on there posting stuff as the news goes. And I'll be reporting it on both of these. But I won't be putting any more of my content on there, I don't believe. Because I just don't feel like it's the same TikTok it was 2 days ago. Do you understand? Because they are partnered with the World Health Organization. There is something to this. And even though people are like, oh, no, they gave it back. It's something. It is something, and I don't know what, but for me to come in here and get to looking through this, I'm like, mm. Because think about this. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that they put a tag. Yes, everything is still the same. They put, we'll just say, y'all remember what happened on with the pagers? The ding sound notifications are like a hypnosis effect. It's just what we just read. The Pavlov, if you haven't studied the Pavlov experiment, it's very interesting. And all of our notifications are dings, just different ones. You said yes in less than 24 hours to something. Don't sit well with me, justice. I'm trying to tell you. And I was like, I just keep thinking about the meat and entertainment thing, the bread and entertainment thing they was talking about. Did y'all see that on social media? The bread and entertainment, what the Romans did. Y'all seen what the Romans used to do? It's so powerful. You don't even have to hear the notifications. You have the same response when you see them. So it's the same thing that the army does right before. It's the same thing that the army does right before they get ready to send. Is to boost the morale, even though they know they about to go into a dangerous situation. So I will not be going live over there anymore. I'll be posting other news, but I will be going on who owns fan base? Isaac Hayes' grandson does. Great grandson. Grandson, great grandson, something like that. I do, but I told y'all, and then too, my account is already up for whatever. We already know this, so I'm just gonna have to get used to it. You hear me? Because I don't. It's not that something is not right with that, and I don't know what it is. But I told y'all last night. I said, well, if they do bring it back, it's probably got a different type of system on it. You hear me? Y'all didn't talk about this for a whole year to turn around and give it back in 24 hours. That's like a person been saying they hate me for a whole year, and then I see them one day, and now they love me again. Something ain't right. I just had this conversation with my sister, and I told her it's a trap. I'm not going back to TikTok. Oh. It's been in the news for almost 2 years. Neat. Something ain't right, babe. Auntie was like, wait a minute. I said, my cousin, I said, no. I said, I'll be over on fan base still. Riz, you feel me? Y'all did all of that. Y'all watching people cry and stress, and then boom. Why I can't see? Yeah, I'm not going over there. I don't trust it. Because I'm driving in a car. Oh, well, we'll just. I'm gonna send you a picture. Yeah, but. Huh? You love your hair. Yeah, and they brought TikTok back too. I ain't going over there. You gonna be sad at mom. You're not going back to TikTok? No. That's okay. And you're literally proving the point of the class I'm teaching right now. We're doing a class on the endorphins and dopamines and drug addiction. And right, and then excessive dopamine and endorphins can stimulate schizophrenia. So we just doing a class on that. And y'all friends and y'all people was crashing out last night. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, yeah. Call me when you get home. I love you. Bye. Point proven with my own kid. Confirmation. She didn't even know. She couldn't even see me. She didn't even know what I was. Is that not point proven with my own child? Tell me she didn't pop right up off the page. Y'all believe me now? I'm telling you, I was in my room and come in here and get this book for what? And I just started flipping through it. He didn't even tell me what page. Flipped right open to the endorphins and dopamines. I said, well, what is this? Well, I know what they are, but had me read it out. Then he flipped me back 30 pages and it was boom, boom, boom. I'm like, my stuff, somebody else stuff. That's different. Listen. What we should be looking at is what's happening in the next 72 hours that they don't want us to pay attention to. Remember I said when they do this over here, don't pay attention to what's going on. You need to be looking over there. Like on Evil Auntie, the company the grandma worked for and leaving. Okay. Okay, nephew, you feeling me now? You feeling what I'm saying? Because 4 years ago, he was the one trying to get rid of it. Or do y'all not remember? Me and my daughter talked about that earlier. 4 years ago, he was the one that was saying get rid of it. Now he the one gonna save it. Yep, I was just gonna be double watchful this whole week. Yep, because why is this so serious to be on the news? Exactly. So what are they not showing us? And then they got everybody all upset to then bring them all the way back down so that they're just back zoned out. So they're not paying attention to nothing else that's going on. And it's going to make his ratings go up. You hear me? Now everybody praising it. Come on, Neat. Come on, 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 come on. All I'm going to say is, do you see what I see? He ain't even sworn in yet. Exactly. But it is not a coincidence that it happened 2 days before he's supposed to be, 1 day. Not even 24 hours. You hear me? What did they do yesterday and last night when it shut down for the moment apart? The great distraction. So y'all feel what I'm saying? You also can see how many people are addicted to certain things. I ain't gonna lie. It was really hard trying to navigate through fan base, but when I woke up today and looked at it, it was a lot more stuff available to me. So I guess it's the algorithm. But I feel in my heart that when it went off and came back on, there was something that was added there. Because think about it. Half of America uses TikTok. Half. So if the AI just updated on the iPhones and on the Androids and all of that, wouldn't it make sense to put that same AI, which we already know is here, but a type of device on it that maybe is written way down in there? Because now all of a sudden everything on your iPhone is recorded. All of your pictures, all of your videos, there are no more private nothing. All your keystrokes, all of this. So say for instance you don't want to use your text messages and you are messaging through an app to let someone know a bit of information. Will it be hidden? What communication that don't nobody know about? Because they know exactly where you are when you sent it, and they know exactly where they was when they received it. Seeing as how people use that app more than anything, and they're on it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day. They're on it when they're driving. They're on it when they're shopping. They're like literally telling everybody where they're going and what they're doing. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah. Something is up with that. It is scary. Y'all ain't gonna talk about this for a whole year. Got people stressing out and then give it right back within 12 hours. I don't trust you. Not when it was worldwide news and y'all did it to keep it out for 12 hours. Something is up, I'm telling you right now. And I won't be fooling with it. So I will still be over there to get the information, but I won't be posting no more of my videos over there. My video is gonna be on fan base, and here I won't be messing with none of that. I'll be over there. If y'all tag me and stuff, I'll repost other people's things, but my things, no. He said he wants the U.S. to have partial control. That's when I knew something was up. Those people are dangerous. I deleted Facebook and TikTok ASAP. I felt it in my spirit. It's something up with it, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what. Well, kind of I do because of the owls is over there. When the owls came into play, that's when all of our trouble started. And the owls are unite on Thief in the Night. So if you think back to Thief in the Night, they was using the family members to find the animals. Remember? They was using the other animals to find the animals. Remember? Remember? So they knew when they was meeting up. It was the unite people is the people that was having the animals go out and find the other animals. Remember? Well, the Who and Unite from that movie are the same people. We got 4 months until the real ID is enforced. May 7th. It ain't even really 4 technically now because we almost in February. From the video that got me partially not able to be seen on TikTok is the one that said that in this Unite youth whatever, remember they can turn off your money. They can stop you from driving on a public road. And they can stop you from being able to shop and do things like that. Did they not say that in that video that just 2 months ago that got me my last strike on TT? You got to use your mind, honey, because if I could say it, I wouldn't. Thief in the Night is a movie, and you need to think about what sound owls make. Very simple. Google. You said they have thoughts in your TikTok profile, so Meta got it. And we already know who owns Meta. And there's something up here that's different too. What is that diamond thing? I don't know what that is. Y'all think I'm tripping? Or y'all feel me? And humanity is too trusting. They just happy they got what they want. You understand me? They just happy that they got what they want. They not thinking about what it came with, what it's costing them. And all that came to my mind last night was this. Where is it? Last night and this morning. Yes, when TT went down, IG shut off my account, and then an hour later said it was a mistake. I had to get confirmation number to get back in my IG account. Suspect as hell. Interesting. That is why critical thinking is not really encouraged in schools anymore. Markeisha. How do I migrate? I feel you. My TikTok content to fan base. You got to go in there and read. Baby, Lisa, that's all information you can answer. I love you. You got to go and look it up. Go. Yep. Always a distraction playing in our face. Always is. And because people are so trusting and they just want to get back to their normal, they do not think about what that means. Your Insta did it last night too? I don't know how to explain it, and I don't know exactly what it is, but something is not right. And you know what else I'm thinking it is too? A test. A test. At this point, I don't want apps or phone or nothing. That part. I've been feeling off about something all day. I'm trying to tell you. Something ain't right because y'all didn't do all that for 2 years, almost 2 years. Because we started hearing about them getting rid of TikTok in 23. Then they really start talking about it in 24. Then they get rid of it 25, the day before the inauguration. Like, my phone completely stopped working yesterday. I could use internet but no calls and anything else. My phone been tripping too. Slow. My phone been tripping. First I thought it was because I downloaded Fanbase, but then I thought about it. Because TikTok, I didn't delete it. Something feels out of balance now. All your stuff is acting crazy. Mine too. Yours was freezing into. That's how I know. It was like I was trying to move it. It wasn't going nowhere. It was like I could hear all of the. Your phone is doing that now. Told y'all something is up. And the timing is perfect. While I was still in the Navy, we couldn't have TikTok. They had a whole instruction about it. Interesting. You have to use different devices. So I don't really know how fan base is going to work out. So I wanted to have this conversation here. Okay? Because I'm still going to, like, if y'all tag me and stuff, I will post over there. But I will not be posting CERCA TROVA stuff over there no more. I don't know why. I'm still going over there because it's a couple bread videos and stuff that I need to grab and a couple of survival videos. But I already been finding my survival people on fan base. Queen of Hearts said he wanted people to be able to watch the party tomorrow and then probably gonna take it back. The bread and entertainment. I'll be right back. Baby, I told I told y'all it was for his ratings. I am going to beware, honey. I am going to beware. So, on a lighter note, I took my avocado, what's the name? That I had made. I showed y'all with the avocado seeds. You said you know somebody who just said what? You don't trust it? Toya, I thought about that too. I prayed young minds wouldn't have a tantrum at the schools. Interesting. What did Toya say? It all scares me. Mind control is serious. Take it away, give it back. Take it away again. Now go and alive mommy or daddy and grandma and you'll get it back. Baby, if we schizophrenia, I don't know if he was just in the first part of the class, but I literally just read the scientific what's the name to it in real life. If Facebook wasn't how I talk, I see my family, I would be gone to that part. So the avocado alcohol, right? You know, the pain reliever. I put it in rollers and spray bottles, right? So next time you make some avocado, some guacamole, don't throw them away. Cut the pits up real quick while they still soft. Get you a bottle of rubbing alcohol and pour it in there and just put it in a dark space. And so you got another pain reliever for just in case. Yes. And a roller, Sarah. And a roller. I put it in there for my kids. And I still, these you have to put the small bits of avocado in there, right? But in the bottles, the big ones. And you know, so this and Queen Cream, you'll be all right. Because you know it does it instantly. So I put mine in some rollers and did it. Yep, so you can keep this one in your purse for work or wherever you at, and then have your spray bottles for the kids. Okay? All our tinctures and stuff, they are already unstable. A lot of parents have to literally fight to take away the video games and TikTok. And TikTok. But if you notice, y'all, that's why I tried to cultivate our TikTok as a learning experience all the way through, so that it's not mindless behavior. Our stuff is interactive. You're not just sitting in my class watching. You have to go and look up things. You have to research things. And so then you all have started to do that outside, right? Y'all go read, research, and whatever. Most people that sit on TikTok, sometimes they'll go do whatever it is, but most of the stuff that TikTok is teaching you to do is like purchase things you don't need or whatever else it is. A lot of it now is better. But prior to that, it was bad behavior. A lot of it, not all of it, but a huge percentage of it was bad behavior. It wasn't, it was more mindless. Watching other people open gifts, watching other people live their fabulous life, travel, you know, all of that. We are engaged over here. Exactly. Yes. And people be so brain dead. Exactly. That's why we constantly looking up stuff. That's why I ask y'all to go and look up the places, the people, the things. Search. I feel for those peach lift pants. Hilarious. Oh, I didn't pick up a couple stuff. I didn't get it off of TikTok, but I went to Amazon to get it. Did you did y'all? I'm about to show you one on TikTok right now. Don't even trip. I'm about to show you something off of TikTok, but I didn't get it on TikTok, but I sure saw it on TikTok. For my what you call it, girlies, menopause girlies and men. Y'all already know about it, but for sleep, if you take baths, they said it helps with memory and a couple other stuff. So I went and looked it up. Yes. Okay. So this, right? And then our soaps, our hand soaps that are like Listerine strips, just in case it's not a lot of water. You can pull one out like a Listerine strip, pour some water in your hands, and wash your hands, and they set up. So I think these are going to be. You said you should change your bank cards. Well, only one of mine was on there. It don't be that. Money only gets transferred in there when it needs to. I ain't crazy. I didn't like that. No, I thought about that early on. I said no, but the soap thing. So I saw this on TikTok. This was a good thing on TikTok, right? But a lot of the other stuff that they had us buying and doing, if the power go out, we can't use it prior to whatever else. So hopefully y'all seeing what's going on. Yes, and my cousin found some, so I paid $5.99 for 100. Sad, because she found 400 for $10 on Amazon. You said you can purchase those things from the store. Okay, listen, I'm just telling you where I got them at. Cherry, we talk about that all the time. Wherever people buy them, I'm just saying where I got them from, where I saw them at. I did not buy them off TikTok. I bought them off Amazon. I get it. But I'm saying this is going to be something good to have just in case there is not a lot of hand soapings. Because you got to think, all it's going to take is another pandemic. People going to be buying all the hand soap, all the hand sanitizer, all the bleach, all of those things. They have bleach tabs. They have all kinds of stuff that is going to be concentrated just in case there's nothing in the store. You got me? So wherever you buy it from is fine. It's just, we need to have this. You hear me? You know, another crazy thing too. Yes, a lot of things from China are in this. So also, y'all, another thing to think about is with this whole thing that's going on with TikTok. Y'all remember what's supposed to be happening the day after tomorrow? Yeah, about 5 family members be down for over 2 weeks. Y'all remember what's supposed to happen the day after tomorrow? Remember I told y'all that the bug spray people and the pest control people was going to be out on Tuesday? What if that is the system that they're going to use to track the pest? Because crazy, happy, crazy, unhappy. Remember, everybody was not happy with him just 4 days ago because of what they heard is coming the day after. So his numbers was going down. And you can't tell me they can't use it to get to people's houses, because how was they showing up from what they saw on the clock app? The alphabet people was showing up at people's houses, right? Was they not? Yes, I have the soap sheets too. They are amazing to have. Okay. That makes sense. Nobody not gonna be worried about that now. Okay. You see me, niece? You see what I'm saying? You see what I see? And think about it. Half of America is on TikTok. It's 300 million people here. We got 175 million roughly that was on TikTok. 185 million people. That's half of the country. Something ain't right about them giving it right back, and it don't have nothing to do with the election. I don't know how. I don't know what it is. I cannot say exactly, but I know something. And two, I just thought we would call it Flavor Flav instead. What? Call what Flavor Flav? Y'all see it or no? Oh, okay. Okay, Flavor Flav, it's fine. We can do that. We can do that. Y'all think I'm tripping? The last somebody said they're gonna bring it back. I said if they do, it's gonna have a pest control thing on it. I believe it in my heart. If they do bring it back, one of the last things I said last night was somebody said they're gonna bring. I said it's gonna have pest control on it. Because when my MySpace Vine disappeared, nobody said a thing. Exactly. This is the first time in history that an app went away and people freaked completely out. Something is up. And then they gave it right back. They didn't even have to take it off. And they said that the Chinese did it. Come on, y'all. You said it will not be the same and will not be owned by the same people. You are 2,000% correct. Who bought it? Had to black it out to update. Come on, Tosh. Well, let's say an American company did buy it, right? We'll say they did. It just got easier for them to read every single, because they couldn't go in there and read our emails. They couldn't read our messages back and forth because it was a Chinese company, but now they're able to do that. So if they wanted to tag all the animals and make sure that they know where they're at. They own Flavor Flav all day. They tell where they're eating, where they're sleeping, where they're, all of that. And they've gotten so accustomed to it that they're going to keep on doing it. Yes, I've been making that for a long time, and it works. Oh, you must be talking about that. You didn't came back in. So that's why I'm not over there. I'm just going to stay on fan base. I'm going to be on TikTok, but not posting on TikTok. Which is so crazy because I was like, I do not want them, like, I don't want to post my books no more. My sister said Trump launched his coin yesterday. His Bitcoin? It's a different okay, so they have to go through the okay, to get into your phone they have to get a warrant from the phone company, right? If you commit a crime, they got to go through, they have to go and get go to the judge and get a warrant. They won't have to do that now because people put all of their business and inboxes, everything is on TikTok. So if they own it, they don't have to get a warrant anymore because you already gave them whatever they need to go through your phone on TikTok. His face is on the Temple coin too. It sure is. See, if they wanted information off of TikTok, they would have to go to the Chinese company to get it. They would have to go to they would have to, subpoena TikTok to give them the information and blah, 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 blah. Now they don't have to do that. Now they don't have to. Because when you allow TikTok on your phone or whatever social media it is, then they can, if they own it, then they can read every single thing on the app. They can see everything in your phone. Yeah, y'all already know what's going on. Y'all already know. Yeah, you said just like in the YSL trial. I didn't watch it all, but I guess a meme coin and it's worth $72 billion overnight. Interesting. Y'all remember me saying Trump made a lot of money yesterday on Friday? Oh, they use social media to try to convict him. Exactly. Exactly. Who remembers me saying he just made a whole bunch of money on Friday? I said it either yesterday morning or Friday night. I said Trump just made a whole bunch of money. He made a lot of money. And so did them other friends. They made a whole bunch of money. And y'all telling me now that he launched his coin yesterday and it's worth $72 billion. Got it. Interesting. That's what they do with the other apps as well. I know some people who live in my city who got cases by posting weapons on IG. And IG is owned by the three-letter people. Facebook and Instagram. And now Flavor Flav. You laughing at me is good, so I don't have to say it just in case they're flagging stuff for it. So that's a good deal, Sarah. So people are going to be like, oh, I haven't seen your live because I'm not going live over there. I'll be live on YouTube. You said they just play in our faces. Yes, they do. You said 2025 is too much. It sure is. So, just to let everybody know, we will still be going live over on Fanbase. I will be posting. If y'all tag me and stuff on Facebook, I will reshare it. If I find stuff that I still think is interesting, I will reshare it. But I will not be putting any more CERCA TROVA content on TikTok. Yeah, you ain't got to get me. They gonna have to get me from what I've got. And I'm actually happy that I did not repost our classes, all of our classes on there. I'm really happy. Like I've been thinking about it all day. I'm like, I'm happy that we just got the little bit that we got on there, and a lot of that content is videos that I stitched. Yes, yes, yes. So, I'm not tripping. We got a new place to be, and we can cultivate our FYPs over there because since the Who showed up on the Fanbase app, this other app, it's been crazy. He is. Face F book B Instagram I. It's not a they say. It's proven. You can go look that up on court documents who he is. And that's why as soon as he took over and they got to doing all that other stuff, everybody started getting hit. Because y'all remember he used to go down on Facebook at first. And then all of a sudden, just like Nick said, all the folks that was on, first it was Facebook, so then people moved to Instagram. And then it was Instagram. Now it's it's been TikTok for 2 years now. 2 or 3 years, folks had the people knocking on their door for what was going on TikTok. So, there's that. When I say all the hair on my body keeps, I don't know. And so I'm not getting excited. I'm going to stay on Fanbase for my lives and over here for my lives. And I will still, because it is some information I need to go over there and get, because it was a couple videos that I didn't write down the recipes to or screenshot them. So I'll be doing that today. Going over my screenshots of other stuff. And then that's it. So it probably won't be no more videos over there. Not mine. I'll be reposting whatever y'all tag me in the news until it goes away for good. But yeah, I'll be on Fanbase and YouTube. So this is where we gonna be having class. I know that thing is weird, but I feel like they're gonna update it and make it better because people was already complaining about the word. So I think probably in the next couple weeks they'll get it together. But yeah, I'm not too keen on being on TikTok no more. I don't know what it is, but I don't trust it. I really, really don't. And so I'm okay with moving on. And I don't want to be that addicted to anything to where a person can control me with it. I also think this is a good time for y'all to start getting them babies not used to being on their devices as much. Maybe y'all read in the car, maybe in the car, pick a book, and y'all read out loud or something like that, because people might have to go to therapy for today and tomorrow, or yesterday and today. Y'all see how my baby was talking? And I've been telling them the same thing, but nobody's listening. People are going to lose it when the internet goes away because they're so used to being stimulated. How many times have y'all heard me say that? They're not going to know what to do because they haven't done anything else but sit and scroll and be stimulated. Their eyes. So their attention span ain't long enough to sit and read nothing. My TV was playing 2 shows at the same time, alternating between them every 2 minutes. Interesting. So, just to let y'all know where we gonna be, I'm probably about to go make me some food. I'll come back on here later, and then we'll go on Fanbase. If y'all want to tag me in anything on TikTok, that's fine, but you won't see any more CERCA TROVA stuff being posted over there, going live or none of that over there. Probably it's all gonna be on Fanbase or YouTube. I'm gonna go over there and get my recipes for my bread and my other stuff, And I'm going to just be migrating that out. So lives will be on Fanbase and on YouTube. What would really be interesting, I might be going in there and going in my, what is it called? In the little fine print in TikTok and see what they done changed or what they updated. Because, you know, they wait a couple of days to tell us, if they tell us at all. I definitely want you all to think about what we talked about in the beginning of this class with the addictions and the dopamines and the endorphins. Keep that in the forefront of your mind. What's gonna really suck if that man got all these people hyped up and then they say, oh, they overruled it again, and then let it go away and everybody just paid attention for his thing. That's gonna be jacked up. So I love y'all. I guess I'll see y'all here a little bit on Fanbase. I might, just so everybody knows, like, just do a note saying that we live on Fanbase. But other than that, that'll be it. Okay? So please don't look for my content there, because it won't be there. I mean, it's still over there, but it's not gonna, I won't be putting new content or new classes there. And you know what I like on Fanbase too? My whole class, they keep it on there for 48 hours. So you don't got to go to YouTube to get it. You can go right to Fanbase and watch whatever live I just did. You ain't got to go looking for it nowhere else. You can go right to the live we just had, which is cool because then people don't have to look for it. So that's another blessing, I think, with Fanbase. Yeah, you can go right to the live. It's good for 48 hours, I think. 48 hours or 72 hours, something like that. Yep. So whatever live on Fanbase, you just, as soon as you put my thing up, it's going to show. What? What do you mean? On Fanbase now, they're not there. You can either go there and see that I'm live, or after we get off, you can watch it right there. You don't have to come and watch the rewatch on YouTube. You can watch the rewatch on Fanbase right there on my page. Not like TikTok where you gotta put it somewhere else. You can watch the live right there on Fanbase. So I think that's gonna be better for right now. And plus, we need to be, well, I ain't gonna say we. I'm about to be trying to, I'm already on thin ice over there anyway. I'm not live on Fanbase right now, Pumpkin. That's why I'm only live on I'm only live on YouTube. You just have to look for my account, but I'm not live on Fanbase right now. I'm only live over here because I wanted to talk about something before we get over there. I want to talk about something before we talked about it already, the addiction and the withdrawals and stuff that's going on. So yep, I love y'all. I'll see y'all here in a little bit. I'm gonna make me some food and then I'll come back, see you, and that's how I know where we can go live at. I am gonna get on TikTok though and go get my recipes real quick so I have them. I'll see y'all in a minute.